Hello, Internet. I'm KrissieDeathy. My glasses are reflecting my computer screen, so you know YouTube is probably open. Um, Today, I don't know if you guys saw the vlog I posted earlier. Those don't get a lot of attention, but my school posted posters around it. My screen doesn't show up very well on the webcam. That's fine. I don't intend to update this webcam anytime soon. Work on getting a mic first. So basically, I came to school and I saw the sign that said the Arts Institute will become non-profit. And so there's stuff written under here. I'm gonna read it out loud and let's see if anyone else can help me make sense of this shit. Because I've checked my student email. There ain't shit there explaining it. I only saw 2 signs about it. Read both of them, not sure if I understand them very well yet. Hopefully reading them out loud to you guys can help me. But it says Education Management Corporation, EDMC, has announced the execution of a definitive agreement for the sale of its schools to Dream Center Foundation, DFC, a not-for-profit foundation. Okay, so that's the first sentence. So EDMC owns the Art Institutes, from what I'm understanding of this. They're a for-profit organization. Because the Art Institute is a for-profit school. It's a piece of shit. I made a horrible mistake coming. I'm sure if you've seen some of my other videos, you've heard me complain. If you watched any of the button mashing bitches video, go to, I believe it's Sonic Adventure, it's Where We Start Big. So it's Big Start, and it's called Our Lives Sucks. Or Our Lives Suck. Or something like that. I don't know the official title for that episode, but go to Button Mashing Bitches, find that, you will hear that first one. So, they've made a definite agreement. So, it has not been fulfilled yet, but it is agreed upon that they will sell, apparently all of their schools. I don't know what all schools they own, but right now it is the Art Institutes and probably whatever else they fucking own. I don't know. I would look it up on Google. I don't feel like doing the editing for those later, though, so I just want to make this vlog and share this with you while it's still fresh in my brain. And DCF, nonprofit or foundation. Don't know anything about DCF. Haven't heard shit about any of this. Nobody's communicating with me at all. What the fuck ever. I did email Miss Ola from my school, who seems to be one of the head people there. I think she's either our program coordinator now or whatever. I don't know what her specific title is, but apparently if we ever need anything, we're supposed to go see her. So I emailed her. Okay, second sentence. The sale is expected to be completed in summer of 2017. So that means this does not go through until summer, and I don't know if they mean summer quarter, because right now we're in spring quarter. Summer quarter starts in June. So, I don't know if like, what changes are coming, summer quarter or what, but that's what it sounds like. Students currently enrolled at the Art Institute of Atlanta will see no impact in their studies. I don't believe you, because I feel like, and Cassie said this earlier, she said it way better than I could have ever said it. So let me see if I can't find it. Here it is.
You can't go from being a for-profit school to a non-profit school and not have changes. There will be changes. And one of the changes is that those teachers won't tell you to go to YouTube. They'll actually educate you.
Yep. Cassie said it better. So, like, we're hoping that's a change that'll happen, but also another concern of mine is, like, what's gonna be all going on with the financial aid and stuff, because they're having troubles with this game poll employment thing, which I believe I talked about in one of my Sonic Racing Transform episodes. This thing's just gonna have a whole shit ton of annotations put on the side somewhere, just after YouTube editing. Annotations here. But I'm just like, bullshit. There will be changes. I know there will be. I know I've only got 2 classes to finish in this bitch, and I really don't want to. But part of me wants that piece of paper to say, hey, I fucking did it. But this is bullshit. Don't go to the Art Institute of Atlanta. It sucks. It sucks. It's awful, babies. It's awful. Okay, so let's continue on. So that's the first paragraph, which is those 2 sentences. And they wrote students currently enrolled will see no impact in their studies in bold, just to make sure we saw that and read that. But I'm just like, bullshit, there will be changes. I don't believe you. Because I'm just like, you better be giving us a whole lot better. Hopefully my education's cheaper. I don't know. But it says the Dream Center Foundation provides opportunity and resources to many people in the United States through its 110 locations across the country. So it's got locations, and it provides opportunity and resources, but it does not give specific examples. What opportunities? What resources? Nobody tells me. And this sentence is in complete bold. The transaction provides the various schools the opportunity to educate students as part of a not-for-profit organization. But it says part of. So does that mean part of the Art Institute is for non-profit and the other one is for profit? That's concerning. Because I'm just like, you're not being very specific. You're being very vague. I feel like it's very vague, and it's making me more and more concerned the more I read. And there's no bold in this paragraph. The transaction is subject to a number of operational and other closing conditions, including the receipt of regulatory approvals from the U.S. Department of Education, institutional accrediting agencies, state licensing boards, and programmatic accreditation bodies. Why does that paragraph make me feel like the school is about to lose its accreditation and my degree is going to be useless, so I'm going to be stuck in debt paying off a useless degree? That even if I do go to work in my field, my degree means nothing because non-accredited school. That's a concern that I have. Okay. And there was another poster that was posted as well. This one, I don't have the title that was above it, but it was like something, have you heard the update about gainful employment? Because that was a thing. And so this one begins with, on March 3rd, 2017, that was last month, the parent company of the Art Institutes announced that it was entering into a transaction to change ownership of the Art Institutes and other institutions, so they do own others, to the Dream Center Foundation, DFC, an established non-profit foundation. They have to really drill that one in on all the posters, just in case you see one but not the other. When the transaction obtains all of the required regulatory approvals, we expect that the Art Institutes will become a non-profit organization, and therefore, these gainful employment GE regulations will not apply. Because the school is not reaching gainful employment. Most of the people who graduate have yet to find jobs in their field, and they're making excuses like, oh, a lot of people, they're going into freelance work and they're not counting that as working in their field because you people have trained us to go, no, working in our field means we're working in a company and yada yada yada. So, yeah. Therefore, if the transaction becomes effective before the next release of GE data, there should not be any impact on your eligibility for financial aid going forward. Because we're not meeting the GE standards. By the end of this year, if they hadn't reached it, the school was going to lose its ability to be able to use federal student loans, which they would put us into debt, and they are, and probably not be accredited. That's something as well. They assured us that they were still accredited, but yada yada yada. Okay. And here's the second column of information. In addition, On March 6, 2017, the Department of Education announced that it was allowing additional time until July 1st, 2017 for institutions to comply with certain provisions of the gainful employment regulations. Because the new administration wanted more time to review these regulations. The new administration, I believe they're talking about the new presidential administration, because a lot of the teachers and professors were mentioning that, going, it was something Obama put in, this gainful employment thing, but with Trump in office, it might not stay. And apparently for-profit colleges like Trump, even though Trump got sued by his school and had to settle that shit out of court. So, whatever. For this reason, there is some uncertainty about the future impact of these regulations during this review by the Department of Education. However, the Art Institute continues to provide these notices to you, understanding that the department could eliminate or revise these regulations in the future. Okay, so that's all there is. But essentially, they're moving everything over in order to not have to deal with the gainful employment issue. But I'm just like, y'all are gonna make changes. I know y'all are. Don't fuck with me. Also, I have tails on my shirt. It's very rare to find tails on a shirt. You can find some, like, a lot of shirts. Not always tails, which makes me happy. But onward to the school and the Art Institutes of Atlanta specifically. I don't know what y'all fucking with right now. Sorry. Mucus. Personally, I hate your school. I hate the fact that I'm a student there. I don't wish to attend anymore. I'm stuck because Miss Ola, when I told her and asked her what all do I need to do to drop out, she sent me to have some other guy look at my portfolio, because when I gave her reasons, most of my reasons are because of Mr. Bio, who told me, one, the first time I showed him something I worked really hard on and actually lost sleep over, he told me it was garbage. He told me last quarter when I walked into his class for Portfolio 1 that I worked too slow, so I had to transfer to a different class, and yada yada yada. So I'm just like, what the fuck ever. I'm done. I would like to leave. With or without my degree, I would prefer to have it since I've wasted 4 years of my life. And so yeah. And trust me, I did learn. I did everything you people taught me to do. Y'all only really taught me 3D. We do animation, 2D animation, in like 2 classes. Maybe 3. Y'all have a 2D animation class. It's not required. I signed up for it. Y'all closed it because you didn't have enough kids in that class. There were 6 kids in that class. The class y'all put me in only had 2. So something here is up. I'm not okay with it. I'm not down with it. My aunt wants names so she can handle it because she does CEO stuff, and she's willing to get me a lawyer to handle the bullshit so that I don't have to wind up being in debt the rest of my life because of this bullshit school, because I don't want to be here. This non-profit thing, I haven't heard enough information. Those are the only 2 posters in the school that I saw, and I was on 3 of the 5 floors that the school has. So I'm just like, what are you people up to right now? Like, seriously, what? I checked my student email. There's nothing about this changing to a non-profit school in there to better explain it. I have questions and concerns. I don't completely understand the difference between for-profit and non-profit schools because they didn't teach us that in high school. For the record, if you were in high school, in your economy class, please ask your teacher to sit down like a specific day or something to go over taxes, because I don't know how to do that shit. And I think it would be helpful if, they discuss something useful in school, like covering your taxes, what all the forms do, like, just like basic like little mock-ups, so like when you get older and you have a job, it'll be easier, especially like if like your parents aren't around or you don't have anyone you can really trust or can help you. So yeah, I don't know. full of bullshit. The whole world is fucking crazy. I'm just like, So I'm just like, I got 2 classes. I'm in one. I hate being there. I travel 4 hours a day to sit in a class for like 3 hours. Yeah. I don't think it's worth it. I waste 4 hours of my day to get to the school. To sit there and do shit I can do at home. I would like to make my own shit. I don't like being told you have to have this thing and make it look exactly like this, because the first 3 years of me being there, y'all told me no, and then y'all transferred me to this fucked up campus, and if you're good at like multiple things, you're only allowed to show one thing. Like if you're good at 2D animation and like 3D animation, you can only choose one or the other. You can't show off both skills, which I think is bullshit. 3D modeling and 3D animation, if you're good at both, you can't show both of those off, even though at Decatur, which is why Decatur was probably better, because we could show off our talents, we could show the stuff we were passionate in, and when you're passionate at something, your shit looks good, and it looks nice, and it looks well crafted. So, fuck all y'all. I was supposed to be doing typographies. When I transferred over, 3 guys told me I could start looking at other typography reels to get better, and I was practicing and I was doing okay, getting stuff together to like make some really cool stuff, and then I get slapped with, no, you can't do that because you're animation, you're not in this major, which is where typographies are. You haven't learned to do typographies, even though I had a class in it. So I'm just like, what the actual fuck? I hate this place. Do yourselves a favor if y'all are ever thinking of coming to the Art Institute, specifically the one in Atlanta. Don't. Just don't. It's awful. Don't. If I could write a song and sing it to you in every measure, no, it's bullshit. It is fucking bullshit. I prefer to sit here and read my comic and make my own stuff. I'm working on a webcomic. I have written a few books. I'm still working on illustrations for those. I'm working on a collab with somebody else. The only good thing about going to art college was the people I met and could collaborate with. I met my friend Isaiah, who I originally met in middle school and high school and lost touch with. Met him again. We have contact. We go to an artist meetup almost every Tuesday. First Tuesday of the month, we go to an artist meetup in Atlanta. I met my boyfriend for the school. I met several friends who I hang out with. And we talk, we work, we chat. We really, the only thing about art school is you meet people and you develop a social network in person aside from doing it online. But still, not worth the debt. It's not worth the debt. It is not worth the debt. Not at all. Don't bother going. I don't know what this for-profit thing is gonna do, if it's gonna change any of my financial aid, student loans, or whatever. I don't know. I kind of hope, like, if it does change them, to make the debt less, because I believe I'm gonna be $90,000 in debt when I leave. It just sucks, and this is about 18 minutes long. So, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna chat with all of y'all later. I still got stuff to do. I just want to rest and read my fan fiction. I just want to read my fan fiction and eat cereal. I'm gonna get me a bowl of cereal. Eat me a big old bowl of cereal. I got Fruit Loops in the kitchen. The world's stressed and fucked up. Let's go eat some cereal, everybody. Love y'all. Bye bye. There's the camera.